do 3 really quick, really easy fishtail hairstyles. Now all of these hairstyles are half updos, and my hair does look a little bit frizzy, but that's just because it's been in curls all day. So if you can mind the frizz, then watch these hairstyles. Now the 3 hairstyles look like this. So we'll start with the first one, and that is the fishtail braid that runs along the side of your face with a small fringe in the front, but if you already have a fringe, then obviously you don't need to create this part. So you need a side part, and what you need to do is just maybe about this much, so not very much, maybe the width of your finger, just a small little part at the front. That's going to be like a fringe, maybe a bit more. But this part is completely optional, and just clip or tie that away so it doesn't get in your way. Now we need to know how to do a fishtail braid, and today I'm going to be doing a French fishtail braid, so the strands cross over the top and it doesn't pop out, it stays on the inside. Grab a tiny section here next to your part. So grab a tiny section here next to your part. Now I just took out my little fringe at the front because it was annoying me, and split that in 2. For the start of this, you're not going to have a lot of hair in your hands, so you just want to split this part into 2 and cross it over because it is still very thin. And split that in half and cross it over. Now cross over this part here and add in a very small chunk of hair. If you add in big sections of hair, it's going to look like a regular 3-strand braid, so you want to keep the sections small and even. I usually take a small amount of hair from these 2 strands here, so 10 hairs maybe, so that when you do take the hair from the outside, it doesn't make it look like a normal braid. So just keep repeating this step. It's just like a normal fishtail braid, so just take a section from the side and cross it over and add a small chunk of hair into that. You can stop wherever you like, but I'm going to go just a little bit further and then just continue to regular fishtail braid the hair. I prefer to leave this braid kind of like a little accentuation, and it disappears into the rest of the hair. So if you want to do it like I did, grab a small clear elastic or elastic that matches the colour of your hair and tie it off wherever you want the braid to finish. First of all, we're just going to puff out our braid a little bit, so just tug on it to make it look a bit bigger. And you can do just gently the same with the part at the top. Lift the section here, grab your braid underneath and just pin it. And just pull the hair over. This one's really cute and it's really easy to do. The next hairstyle is a fishtail headband. So grab a section from, depending on your hair length, if your hair is long like mine, you can grab it from behind your ear or even further down the back of your head. But if it is short, then you may want to do multiple fishtail braids along your hair, or you can just start them a bit closer up here. I'm going to grab it just behind my ear. And the section will be relatively big because I want it to be a thick fishtail braid. So from here, and you can actually just test if your hair will go around by just lifting it over. It should come over to your other ear. That's where you want to try and get it to, obviously depending on your hair length. For the first few strands that you do braid, you want to braid them up if you can. If that means flipping your head over, then you have to do it, but so you don't get a weird looking bump, it's always best if you do your hair up. But because my hair is freshly washed and freshly clean, I usually find that I don't get that problem. So just split it in two and fishtail braid any way you like, whether it be Dutch or French, all the way to the bottom. So just release the rest of your hair, brush it just gently back. You could do two fishtails, but I think they're just a bit too time consuming, and even though it doesn't bother me to do two, it might bother you guys because it will take you a while. So this probably took about 2 to 3 minutes, and some people want a quicker hairstyle, so you can still do it with one, but I recommend that you fan it out a little bit so it looks a bit thicker. So just gently tug on it to make it look a bit bigger and fuller. Might even make it a bit bigger. The way I pull it, I just grab the sections and pull because they already go back, so instead of going one by one like this, you can just grab them in big sections. Pull quite a lot, but it's not going to come out. Okay, just grab this braid and lay it however you want over your head, and wherever it reaches to, mine's over here, then just pin it underneath the hair. So grab a section that's close to it, lift it up like that, and pin under that. So there you go, a fishtail headband. This one's really cute, and it's a great alternative to using traditional headbands or using fake headbands that look like hair. So the last hairstyle is what I kind of call a fishtail flip. So gather up a section of your hair and don't keep it too thick. You want it relatively thin so that you've still got quite a lot of hair at the bottom. And if you have thin hair, just try and take as little as possible up here at the top, because it always helps when you've got lots at the bottom. So just smooth it out. with a comb. And this is probably the part that I'm going to use. So you want to do a regular fishtail braid, but keep it quite loose at the top, because once we finish the braid, we're actually going to flip it through itself. Some people use topsy tails to do that, but I find that if I do it at the end, it's easier than doing it now and having an elastic at the top. So just do your normal basic fishtail braid, and I'll see you guys soon. And just tie that off with an elastic. Like always, just tug on the braid anywhere where you think it's looking just a bit thin, especially towards the ends. The ends of my hair always look very thin. Just pull it out. And just kind of press it and move it around.
Grab your 2 fingers and make a hole underneath the fishtail braid at the top and have your fingers sticking through the top, and then grab the fishtail braid and pull it through the hole you just made so it looks flipped at the top. Just tug on the braid anywhere that it might need it. You might need to fix it up a bit. It could be just a little bit wonky. And you're pretty much done with this hairstyle.
There you go, a really simple fishtail flipped half up hairstyle. I hope you guys enjoyed these videos of how to use fishtail braids in different half up hairstyles. And if you liked me doing any type of fishtail braids, or if you want me to do more half up hairstyles, then feel free to comment below. And if you like this video, then please subscribe. It would mean so much to me. Thank you so much for watching this. Bye guys.